Today we're out at Windrock and we're going to take a look at the reach around, which has recently been resurfaced the whole way down. And this is a trail I used to ride as a little bit of a way to push myself because there were always a couple of bits that made me nervous. And this resurface, which is pretty significant, has really turned this trail into something I would call very enjoyable rather than kind of potentially nerve-wracking in places. It's still properly steep, and there are a couple bits that still have some of the kind of old school charm of the gnarly trail, or at least the gnarly bits that it used to have. But if you're used to the old one, you're probably wondering when we're going to get back to something normal at this point, because all that is almost completely new. Now here, we're kind of hitting some of the stuff you'd remember, these little rocky bits. And this is the same trail line, but it's just been really smoothed out and kind of regraded, if you will. And this corner will probably look familiar, although it's, again, smoothed out, and this one. But the stuff that was kind of dicey up toward the top has really been dealt with to the point where you can, as a solid intermediate rider, probably come hit this and really enjoy it. There's still one or two corners. I think one was back there, and we got another one coming up that's kind of like it used to be in terms of being a little spicy. But all told, yeah, there used to be a lot of stuff like this, if you remember the old trail. But generally speaking, it's just so much mellowed out that you can just kind of enjoy it, which I'm really happy about. Because this trail in its current state, I think, is ideal for the intermediate rider. It is still marked a black diamond, and there are a couple bits where that's probably fair. But I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is the first time we've had a black diamond trail at Windrock that kind of rides like a strong blue. Now again, a couple of those bits like that corner and that Rudy one, a few corners back, are still probably not intermediate, but as you can see, very manageable, all of it, especially if you're willing to take it a little slow. And coming up is the part that I used to have to just get off and walk because it was so nasty, and they've cleaned it up just enough that I can kind of pick my way through it now, which is also great. And then here it merges in with the exit of Snake Rock, and we'll roll down to Lower Snake Rock. So, if you're looking for a strong intermediate trail, or if you had always wished, kind of like me, that reach around had been just a little bit more tame, come on out and hit this thing. Probably love it. Of course, that connector bit right through there, I would definitely put in the black diamond range. So you're definitely not going to get out of that whole trail without experiencing a little bit of black trail. But aside from that, as you can tell, I'm pretty excited about that trail revamp. Here we are in Lower Snake Rock, starting to get a little eroded, so you can't really hit it quite the way I used to, especially since we got a little rain in the last hour. Kind of nervous, wondering which rocks will be grippy and which won't. But it still rides pretty close to how it kind of always has. There were some ruddy bits up in here that looks like they fixed. And then coming up where some of the off-camber stuff is, there are a couple new lines that got bedded in that take a little bit of the sketchiness out of some of these off-campers. Especially when it's a little wet. So all that's pretty much the same. And in through here as well. And then up here is where the kind of spicy off-camber stuff used to be because of all these roots. And there's a new line that's kind of worn in down here, which is nice and safe. And then even when it's wet, you can stay low here. And very manageable through here nowadays. So all in all, for an intermediate trail, I think this one's winning the prize right now. Great trail. Smooth, fast, fun, and really quite low risk for the most part. I love that thing. And this fake hip. And this one. Ah, there it is. Newly resurfaced reach around. Come check it out.